This is Lisa from Mobile Tech Review, and now it's time for an actually kind of sexy business laptop. This is the Dell Latitude 7400 2-in-1. It's a 14-inch 2-in-1 laptop, and Dell says it's currently the smallest one on the market, and it's also pretty light, 2.99 pounds. What did they do just to get rid of that, little 0.01 pound there, which is 1.3 kilograms. Anyway, it's got a nice aluminum machine casing on this, the latest Intel Whiskey Lake quad-core CPUs, and the Dell Active Pen. We're going to look at it now. Speaking of the pen, which is great for editing documents, thanks to the sponsor for this video, Wondershare's PDF Element Pro. So this is the latest version, and it's the PDF experience simplified, as they say. I'll tell you one thing, it has gotten a lot faster. We've actually worked with Wondershare before. It is fast, and it's pretty intuitive and easy to get going. The interface is really well done. It can convert to and from PDF, so it can convert Word, Excel, PowerPoint, HTML, images, and even you can convert things to EPUB or back and forth, which is pretty darn neat. And as advanced OCR for scanning documents as well, you can encrypt PDFs. You can create fillable forms. Be sure to check out the link below because you can get 50% off right now when you purchase PDF Element Pro. Back to our video. So being a business laptop, it comes with Windows 10 Pro. Being a business laptop, it's on the expensive side, though not too much more painful than the XPS line. Starts around $15.99 for a Core i5 with 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gig NVMe SSD. Add about $200 on to go up to a 256 gig NVMe SSD of a faster class. As looks go, it has its own look. It does not look like an XPS clone, which is fine because you could just go out and buy an XPS, couldn't you? It reminds me a little bit of the Inspiron line in terms of the dished out keyboard, but it's definitely got a classy and attractive look, which is nice because not everybody wants to, oh yes, it's my work laptop. That's why it looks so, looks nice. But there are more important things than looks too. And besides performance with a quad-core 15-watt Ultrabook CPU inside an Intel UHD 620 integrated graphics with pretty good cooling inside, so it's up to the task that any Ultrabook is of doing all of your business tasks, or your Word, your Excel, and some streaming video and having fun, maybe doing a little bit of video editing for your corporate purposes and your drone footage on the side for fun too. Photo editing, you get the idea, that sort of stuff. It does not get burning hot to the touch. It does not even really get hot, and it doesn't get loud either. It has low-power DDR3 RAM, not DDR4, which is interesting, probably trying to save a little bit of battery life there. The performance difference is not so super huge, and you can get it with a variety of NVMe SSDs. The NVMe SSD is an M.2 SSD. You can access that if you open up the bottom cover. We always show the internal. Sorry, I can't do that because one of the screws actually on the bottom, it has little teeny Phillips head screws, was mis-screwed into the machine from the factory. Oops, these things happen, and I could not get it out without destroying it. The RAM is soldered on board. The Wi-Fi card, which is an Intel 9560 AC card, which is a great card, that is socketed, and it has optional 4G LTE, gigabit LTE, that's Cat16, and that's a socketed card as well. Nice to see the LTE. It's something we do see on business laptops a whole lot more than on consumer laptops, and there is, right on the side, easily accessible, a nano SIM card slot. Though it's slim and light, it certainly has a better selection of legacy ports, shall we call them, than the XPS 13 does. So you've got two USB-A 3.1 ports. You have two Thunderbolt 3 ports. One of them will be used for charging. It has a USB-C based charger. And you've got an HDMI port on board and a 3.5mm jack and a micro SD card slot. So ready to go for business. I really like the keyboard on this, certainly more than the XPS line, which has super low travel and not a lot of tactile feel. This has deeper travel, normal travel, and very nice key spring returning back. It's right up there with Lenovo ThinkPads. Dell's doing some good work here. And it's white backlit. Microsoft Precision Trackpad is likewise good, as most Microsoft Precision Trackpads are. Good stuff. Being a business laptop, back to that again, it's MIL STD rated for vibration, for humidity, for shock. Shock is in drops, whoopsie drops. You get the idea. So it's a pretty sturdy laptop as well. It also has security. You've got, and one really interesting security feature is an optional fingerprint scanner, which is embedded in the power button. If you go with that, you've got contactless smart card readers, you've got NFC, and you've got the Windows Hello IR camera. Now, it's not just a Windows Hello camera by itself. It has Dell's Express sign-in. Recently, Microsoft has said they want to get rid of passwords completely, whether it's using facial recognition, fingerprints, pins, you get the idea. So this is one of the first that uses modern connected standby, where the laptop can wake up pretty quickly, and a proximity sensor, sort of like Tobii eye tracking on Alienware laptops, but this is an Intel technology. So it actually senses when you come up close to the laptop, it wakes it up pretty fast, I mean like really fast within a second, and then it does the Windows Hello facial recognition login. It works very well. And then there's an option, you can disable this or you can enable this, but it can also notice when you left, and within 1, 2, or 3 minutes it can automatically lock the machine again too. So that's brilliant, right? You get up, you walk away, you're at Starbucks, uh-oh, somebody else picks up your laptop, and you don't have to worry about any password times out, because you can have it just the minute you walked away, it can lock itself. Neat stuff. The other nifty thing here is we have Dell's fast charging system. This is even faster. It came with a 90-watt adapter in the box. Usually Ultrabooks have 45-watt adapters. If they do fast charging, it's 65-watt. When I saw 90-watt, I thought, is this the wrong charger? But no, it's not, because this is the fastest fast charging yet. So in an hour, it can charge up 80% of the battery capacity. That's pretty impressive. If you don't want the somewhat larger charger, it's still not that big. It's about the same size as an XPS 15 charger, but you could still opt for the 65-watt fast, but not as fast charger as well. For display, there's one option only. It's a full HD glossy IPS display that supports both touch and the Dell Active Pen, which is using Wacom AES technology, which is what Dell has been using for some time now. I like Wacom AES pretty well. It's certainly great for note-taking. It's pretty good palm rejection, a little bit better than N-Trig-based pen technologies, and decent lines, a little jitter on the diagonal as always, so mostly that's something artists care about. For those of you who are using this for annotating PDFs, for taking notes, for all that sort of thing, or even some casual art, it does the job. The display itself is actually pretty good. The calibration out of the box was impressive. For those of you who are used to those ultra cool bluish white displays, this is not that. It's more accurate. It's a warmer white. You could try changing the calibration if you didn't like it, but this is actually the way it should be. It's a pretty well done full HD display. Brightness isn't super duper impressive, though. You can see the metrics on screen. It's certainly fine for indoor viewing, but if you're using this outdoors in a vertical market situation, not so much. It has a 52-watt-hour battery, and somehow Dell is claiming crazy things like 23 hours on a charge. I really don't know how. It's a 52-watt-hour battery, which is a good-sized Ultrabook battery, not something unheard of. And battery life on it is pretty good. It's about 8 hours on a charge, which is respectable given that battery capacity. For our tests, we always use 150 nits of brightness and a mix of productivity, MS Office stuff, some streaming video, a little photo editing, that sort of stuff. So that's the Dell Latitude 7400 2-in-1, another Latitude with attitude. I mean, this is a good-looking machine. Has pretty decent speakers, stereo speakers on the bottom, a lovely machined aluminum casing on it, a very comfortable keyboard, Microsoft Precision trackpad, that new Express sign-in, which is pretty good for both unlocking and locking the laptop. You've got pen support, you've got a convertible design. It's not cheap because it's a business laptop, but it is well done. I'm Lisa from Mobile Tech Review. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more cool tech videos, and thumbs up if you like this vid.